Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
What? Bye.
It's strange to be called that in person. Been a while. I thought those thugs might give me away. Fools never learn to destroy letters. Permit me my own question. What makes you think I value my life, Courier? That's right. I know all about you, Nuntius. But I'll stick with something more pressing. Why should I even consider working for a corrupt, plutocratic mob like the NCR? Death might be better. I've sacrificed more than you'll ever know. Duty and honor used to mean something to me. Everything. I helped the Legion pacify tribes, crucifying any dissidents. I was there when they threw Graham into the Grand Canyon. When the love of my life was beaten to death in front of me by the monster of the East, I said nothing. I know about sacrifice, Courier. I will tell you what I know. Then I will disappear. I require no payment or pardon. I only ask for anonymity. Is that satisfactory? Well, where do I begin? Is there anything you want to know up front? Now is the time to ask. There's a name you don't hear muttered often. I suppose it's owed to ignorance and fear. I heard of him when I traveled in New Mexico. I've known killers, even legitimate psychopaths. But nothing quite like the stories surrounding Marco. Wild-eyed Texans said he killed whole towns. But it's probably just convenient fiction used to pass time around the campfire. He's flesh and blood. How bad can he be? Ulysses. That name is familiar. Yes, the fool with the ridiculous hair. I had the misfortune of working with him in Arizona. Most frumentaria are subtle creatures, apt to blend in, observe. He was the model of exhibitionism, always swaggering and preaching. I get nauseous just thinking of his fatuous tirades, railing on about bulls, bears, and dead nations. I believe he was impotent, hence the angst. I know there are scores of them. The Legion places a lot of stock in human intelligence and secrecy. I only knew about Blunt and Chapman. We have several men inside the NCR, among the officer corps, rangers, and even some elected officials. Damned if I know who they are, though. While it might surprise outsiders, the Legion is in need of additional slaves. Conquering tribes across Arizona made them an abundant resource. However, with expansion halted at Hoover Dam and Denver, slaves are no longer in steady supply. Unfortunately, the demand never dropped off. The Legion operates massive mines in Arizona that require scores of slaves, in conditions that kill off laborers in droves. Those mines provide the metal used to forge weapons and armor. Most of the Legion's supplies are produced and carried by slave labor. Understand? As such, an emergent priority in the Mojave is to facilitate the enslavement of NCR personnel, allies, and possibly VIPs. Raiding parties can only cover so much ground, though. Clever frumentarius, however, can convince other groups to target the NCR. So far, it's been a success. The NCR has cut patrols, and citizens are afraid to venture outside the cities. You've already made use of it. Chapman, Blunt, and I were the cogs for this scheme. They'll simply replace us. When it comes to slavery, forget about Cottonwood Cove or the fort. They're small time. Most of the chattel goes through Canyon Cove. It's down the Colorado, not far from Dry Wells. The Legion keeps a barge at Cottonwood Cove to ferry slaves there. Then they're shipped east. There's at least a century of legionaries guarding the site, with another century down the road. It's all overseen by Tullius of Prescott. He's a centurion handpicked by Caesar to oversee the slave trade. He's known within the Legion as Trucidator, the Killer. Killing Tullius and liberating the slaves would be a significant setback to the Legion, not to mention the fact that this would happen on their turf. They'd be forced to divert manpower from raiding parties to defense. If I were you, that would be my plan. It's your choice, Courier. Just remember, Audentes fortuna iuvat. Should we never speak again, vale et bonum fortunam.
Howdy. Smart move for the Kings to back down. They didn't...
What is it? It might surprise you, but I actually chose this station. I have a history with the Legion. Only reason I'm in the agency now is because an explorer drove his spear through my kneecap. See, I was with the Rangers doing a tour here when my squad was ambushed near the river. I saw firsthand what bad intel does to our men in the field. After my medical discharge, I set out to make sure it doesn't happen again. And that's how I ended up here in the Mojave. We've got a fight coming, and I don't want to be sitting on the sidelines. Born and raised in Shady Sands, I got the bear in my blood. Grandfather and father both served, so I enlisted at 17. Did tours all over, even down in Baja, before they sent me out here with the Rangers back in 75. Legion ambush ruined my leg, so I've been with the agency ever since. Seen a lot. Done a lot. I do miss the clarity of frontline combat sometimes. It's simple out there in the bush. Just kill the enemy. This game's a damn web of secrecy, lies, and mistrust. It can make you cynical. I'd love to be out there with you, kid. It's just not in the cards. I'm impressed, Courier. You made the right play letting him live. It could be an asset to us later on. Let me take a look at this data. Canyon Cove. I know about this place. Rangers reported it after a LRP several months ago. Said it would take a company to clear it out. You won't have that luxury. Oliver doesn't want to allocate troops or resources for offensive operations before the big dance at Hoover Dam. This op will be off the books, Courier. We won't claim you if things go south. You'll be on your own. The flip side is we're paying you 10,000 caps if you pull it off. 2 up front and 8 on completion. Infiltrate Legion territory and terminate Tullius of Prescott. There are bonuses if you liberate slaves and terrorize the Legion garrison. There are 2 additional optional targets in Canyon Cove, Bo Harper and John Calhoun. The first is a slave catcher, the second a traitor. If you eliminate Harper and Calhoun, I'll throw in a tidy bonus. However, they are targets of opportunity. Tullius is the primary objective. I'd advise you bring any companions with you, along with ample ammunition and armament. This is going to be bloody. Are you in? Civilians? Well, these civilians managed to capture and enslave dozens, perhaps even hundreds of Mojave residents. Harper habitually infiltrates NCR territory to kidnap ex-slaves and return them for a bounty. It's not too different from your day job. Grandpa Calhoun is one of the chief slave traders in Legion territory. If you buy a slave in Arizona, there's a good chance it's got his brand. If you have reservations about taking out these animals, that's your call. Are you still in for the hit on Tullius? Glad to hear it. I just hope you appreciate what you're getting into. If it were me, I'd utilize a stealth boy, plant C4, and then blow it all to hell. Here are the caps, along with a few extras, courtesy of the agency. And don't forget, Esther's all yours when this is done. Good luck, Courier.
know who they were messing with.
Death to profligates! Death to profligates! Had enough?
Yeah? Yeah? Come on! Bring it!
I see you.
Bring it!
You like that? You like that? Like that?
Hey, I think you can get over here!
Reprisal. Vengeance. You like that? Keep fighting. Another kill.
Watch it.
You like that? Retribution! Keep fighting! Run!
When my friend Bethy and I were little, we used to go visit this old lady named Madame Zelda. She lived with 9 mole rats.
Cut it out, will you?
Die, coward! Hey! Watch out! Over here! They killed him! Come on! Come on.
As always, stranger. We were just sitting down to dinner. Why don't you join us? Come in, come get a bite to eat.
Have you seen that tower on the...
Thanks for joining us. We thought one of our neighbors might stop by, so we set an extra place at the table. Would you like to say grace? Thank you, stranger. And what brings you to Canyon Cove? Really? All right. I'll take you at your word. Meet me outside.
strip all lit up? You can see it for miles!
Howdy.
Okay, it's just us now. What do you want? Whoa, what did you say? Oh, shit!
Watch out!
Leave me alone!
Watch out!
I don't recognize you. If you're here about property, you need to speak with James down at the auction house. Nothing more rewarding than watching your grandchildren grow up. Do you have any kids, stranger? I see. So, what's your business with me? I can feed myself, thank you very much. I'm old, but not helpless. What are you so upset about? You need to learn to speak up. Enunciate. Project. Malak!
I'm getting out of here! Leave me alone!
Watch out! Whoa! Another kill to my...
Did you hear that?